Apple's foldable iPhone is real, and we now have our best look yet at what it's going to look like. Dummy models are circulating, the same kind that leak before every iPhone launch, and Max Tech just got their hands on one. So today, we're breaking down exactly how big this thing is, how it compares to devices you already know, and what Apple might actually call it. Let's dive in. The footage comes from Vadim Yuriev over at Max Tech, and he's comparing this book-style foldable iPhone dummy to existing Apple devices. First thing you need to know, when you open this thing up, you're getting an iPad mini-sized OLED display. The inner display has a 4:3 aspect ratio, just like an iPad, and it measures 7.8 inches when fully open. That makes it slightly smaller than the 8.3-inch iPad mini. When it's closed, most rumors point to 5.5 inches, so you're essentially going from a compact phone in your pocket to a mini tablet in your hands. Now here's where it gets interesting. Vadim compared it to an iPhone 17 Pro Max in landscape orientation. The width? Basically the same, but the foldables display is 56.9% taller. We're talking 71 millimeters versus 111.5 millimeters. According to Vadim, this makes it way more immersive for 16:9 video and, quote, awesome for gaming with on-screen controls. You get more vertical real estate without it feeling cramped. Now let's talk about the outer display, because this is where expectations might need adjusting. According to the information, the outer screen measures just 5.3 inches. That's smaller than the 5.4-inch screen on the iPhone 13 mini. However, that claim is an outlier. Most rumors say 5.5 inches, which is still pretty compact. Either way, if you have bigger hands, this might take getting used to. Vadim even showed what it's like to interact with it, and yeah, it's noticeably smaller than what most people are probably imagining. Let's look at the design when it's folded. On the right side, you've got a Touch ID integrated power button and a camera control button, both set apart from each other. Volume buttons are along the top, just like the iPad mini. No Face ID on this device. Space constraints apparently ruled that out, but Apple sees camera control as a key feature here, letting you keep a steady grip while adjusting settings, or even operate it one-handed if you want. Around back, there's a raised camera bump. Vadim calls it a plateau, and it doesn't span the entire back of the device. It houses a 2-lens camera system. Not 3, just 2. That's a departure from the Pro lineup, but it makes sense given the form factor. Thickness is crucial with foldables. Vadim says his dummy unit is exactly 11 millimeters thick when closed. Now that contrasts with some rumors suggesting it could be around 9 to 9.5 millimeters. But Vadim stands by his dummy's accuracy. He says it should be spot on, just like last year's iPhone 17 Pro units were. He didn't disclose the thickness when it's open, but if it's 4.5 millimeters like some rumors claim, this would be Apple's thinnest device by far. Apple is expected to unveil this foldable in September, alongside the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max. Those models are expected to have the same dimensions as the iPhone 17 Pro series, but with a smaller dynamic island and, based on these dummies, a potentially thicker camera plateau with lenses that protrude more. So there it is, our clearest picture of Apple's first foldable, a 7.8-inch display when open, iPad mini vibes, Touch ID instead of Face ID, dual cameras, and a compact outer screen that might surprise people. It's different. It's not trying to be a Galaxy Fold clone. This is Apple doing foldables their way. Whether that's the right way, we'll find out in September. Are you excited for the iPhone Ultra, or does the small outer screen kill it for you? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you want full coverage when Apple makes this official later this year. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.